Have you ever felt like you weren't strong enough to do a particular task? Or maybe you just didn't have the skills or strength to defend yourself from bullies? These are quite the normal dilemmas one might face in a lifetime, but more often than not, most of us don't take the action to overcome this hurdle. Well, there are a handful of people from all over the world who've made great strides in human strength and determination and worth being inspired by. Meet the 12 most powerful people you'd never want to mess with for your own good. While you're here, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe and click the notification bell for more such amazing content. Number 12. Hafthor Bjornsson. What does 6.75 feet and 441 pounds summon up in your mind? Definitely something that you wouldn't want to mess with. Hafthor Bjornsson is your modern-day Viking who would tower over most of us with his intimidating presence and stature. If you're thinking that he looks familiar, then yes, you've probably seen him as the skull-crushing knight, the Mountain, from the Game of Thrones series by George R.R. Martin. It makes sense why the show casted him to play the role. Hafthor, being true to his Viking roots, broke a millennium-old record and became the world's strongest Viking, a competition which is held in Norway. So what exactly did he do? Quite simply, he pushed a 1,433-pound, 33-foot-long log about 5 steps forwards. 5 steps might not sound like a lot, but considering the weight of the log and the size, it is indeed an inhuman feat. The previous record holder was an Icelandic Viking nicknamed Orm Storolfsson, who lifted the mast of a ship but pushed it 2 steps short of Hafthor. But that doesn't mean Orm's feat of strength is any less impressive, since there are not many humans on the planet capable of achieving these feats. I guess being a Viking pays off well in the strength department. Number 11. Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall is an impressive human being. A fuel-hungry machine, Eddie Hall requires at least 10,000 calories each day, and not because he's a glutton, because, well, just look at him. Those calories are required to sustain his incredible muscle mass. His strength is unbelievable. While most of us can't even do free squats, this strongman squats about 893 pounds and bench presses 2,205, and for 10 reps, he won the world's strongest man title in the year 2017, which is an honor reserved for the exceptionally strong human beings. He's also won the world record for deadlifts for 4 years under his belt. Guess who broke his record on the 5th year? None other than our modern-day Viking, Hafthor. Looks like Eddie has his work cut out for him if he's planning to break Hafthor's record next year. It'll be quite the clash of the titans you wouldn't want to miss. Number 10. Francis Ngannou. This Cameroonian UFC star made his debut in the platform 5 years ago and currently ranks number 1 in the UFC heavyweight rankings. As a big fan of Mike Tyson, Francis started training in boxing at the age of 22 and since then worked his way up to the top through tons of knockouts. So how much power do those fists pack? Well, science has an answer for you. A whopping 2,866 pounds of force was clocked in a lab. That's close to a car ramming you straight in the face. Better not mess with this one, not unless you've got a death wish. Number 9. OLIVIER RICHTERS. It's been known for quite some time that the Netherlands produce the tallest people in the world. The average height of Dutch men is almost 6 feet, which is why it's no surprise that this entry on the list has a towering height of 7.1 feet. Most people wouldn't even come close to his shoulders. Meet Dutch bodybuilder, actor and model OLIVIER RICHTERS. Nicknamed the Dutch Giant, his staggering 342-pound muscle-packed physique does justice to his name. A normal visit to a grocery store soon becomes something straight out of a fairy tale for OLIVIER as he towers over all the other shoppers. What's surprising, however, is that he wasn't always this huge. He was a lanky yet tall kid back in the day, but through training and diet, OLIVIER has achieved his impressive transformation. He might have no trouble reaching out of reach places with his height, but we're doubtful if he can easily maneuver anything too low. He even dwarfs Hafthor with his height, and that's saying a lot. Number 8. LIEFIA INGALLS. What makes LIEFIA INGALLS so special? Well, for starters, she's incredibly strong. Her strength was put to the test when she participated in a quirky little event, human throwing. You heard it right. The competition is all about throwing a person onto a mat. LIEFIA managed to throw 10 people in 39.5 seconds, which is mighty impressive considering an average person weighs about 198 pounds. This feat earned her a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. Well, it goes without saying that messing with this girl is a bad idea. Number 7. Scott Adkins. Yuri Boyka. That name will ring a bell if you're a fan of fighting movies. Yuri Boyka is none other than the prison fighter from the Undisputed movie series, and is portrayed by this avid practitioner of martial arts, Scott Adkins. His characters from the movies have long been known for beating down opponents and with style and finesse. What makes Scott great in these roles is his knowledge and experience in various fighting styles. From kickboxing to taekwondo, Scott is extremely versatile, which comes across on the screen. Being a fan of Bruce Lee and Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's been inspired by the world of martial arts at a very young age and has embraced it since then. There is something multi-dimensional about an actor who can not just play their part, but also perform their part without any doubles, and Scott does it well. Number 6. CHEICK SANOU. CHEICK SANOU, also known as INGALLS, hails from the country of Burkina Faso in West Africa. His shot at stardom came thanks to his impressive strength. During his late teens, SANOU decided to get in shape after countless jabs at him by bullies at school. Pretty surprising, right? I mean, the guy is 6 foot 2 feet tall and naturally big. He would easily steamroll anyone who would stand in his way, but CHEICK was a shy boy growing up. He quickly found his love in lifting weights and soon became strong enough to lift heavy weights at the level of professional powerlifters. Thanks to his training, CHEICK grabbed a Guinness World Record for raising a man over his head for 82 times. Not an easy record at all. Number 5. Martyn Ford. Some of you might have seen Martyn Ford before. He broke into the movie industry through his characters in the Fast and Furious 9 and Undisputed 4 movies. Looking at him now would surprise you that this beast of a man once had no interest in weight training. In fact, he wasn't even close. He wanted to become a professional cricket player. Yes, surprising, we know, but as fate would have it, that dream couldn't come true after he sustained a serious injury. Disheartened, Martyn decided to change his fate by pursuing a completely different passion. You guessed it, weight training. And boy did he train hard. At an imposing height of 6 foot 6 and 324 pounds, Martyn truly grabbed fate by its horns and embraced his new path. Needless to say, it worked out well for him. We hope we get to see more of him in movies in the future. Number 4. Tony Jaa. Ong Bak, Muay Thai warrior, took the world by storm through its use of incredible stunts which didn't feature any CGI or stunt doubles. The success of this franchise wouldn't have been possible without this man. Tony Jaa is a Thai martial artist, actor, action choreographer, stuntman, director, and former Buddhist monk. This versatile character made stunts real and not fake. Inspired by Bruce Lee as a child, he spent countless hours practicing punches to the point of perfection. His determination worked out well for him since he even broke into Hollywood with a part in the Furious 7 movie. He might not look intimidating, but don't let that fool you. Number 3. Donna Moore. Want to shake your hands with the world's strongest woman? Meet Donna Moore, who might shake your hands and lift you up at the same time. Just look at what she's capable of doing. She broke the previous record of Atlas Stone by throwing the 7th ball in the series weighing 260 pounds on top of a barrel. This British woman's love for heavy stones doesn't end there. A few months ago, Donna set the world record for women's castle Atlas Stone with a 374.7 pound lift. A mother of 2, Donna is not a mum you want to mess with. Number 2. Blessing AWODIBU. Most of us see athletes and dream of having a physique like them, but we often don't consider the amount of time, effort and determination that goes into achieving such peak levels of fitness. Blessing AWODIBU certainly understands it well. This Arnold Classic and 4-time IFBB title winner from Ireland works out at least 11 times a week. While most could hardly muster enough strength and determination to hit the gym twice a week, he hits the gym twice a day on weekends alone. It's quite crazy how he has so much energy. But if you're passionate enough, there is no limit to the amount of energy you could muster. With biceps enough to crack open someone's face, his lifelong pursuit of powerlifting has made him a formidable opponent today. All in all, Blessing is an impressive man. Number 1. GABI GARCIA. Who said woman can't kick butt? GABI GARCIA certainly can dominate most of us with her sheer strength and skills. GABI GARCIA is a renowned Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter from Brazil. At an imposing height of over 6 feet and a total weight of 236 pounds, she's won various fighting championships. I mean, just look at her. It's obvious how she's won 9 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu championships to date. Her incredible physique comes from all her sparring and intensive training over the years. Needless to say, her muscle mass and vascular frame speaks for itself. Even though she's a deadly force to be reckoned with, Gabi personally prefers to subdue her opponents to submission than direct knockout. One thing is for sure, no mugger in their right mind would ever dare touching this Herculean femme. So that's our power-packed list of 12 most powerful people you'd never want to mess with. Which athlete inspired you the most? Do you think you can achieve their level of feats of strength? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the like button, share and subscribe. See you soon.